Hey, just wanted to share a little story just on my way home. Lovely day, so thought I'd share a little story I had from a couple of nights ago, just surrounding mental health, which is something that it means a lot to me. Having family members who suffer, and myself suffering to a lesser degree than others, but also suffering myself at points, and also because it's something that's really emotive for me, mental health, because probably since I've become a dad, I'm my philosophy of life changed, and I wouldn't say I sat and thought deeply into dying. I'm not that twisted, but sometimes I'd feel like I'd be scared of dying. And once my daughter was born, it kind of changed me, shifted how I felt. The fear was still there, but it was a different fear, because it's no longer a fear of me dying and me missing out. It became a fear of me not being there for my child, not being able to look out for them. So anyway, I'll get back to the story. So I was with a friend in the pub the other day, and it was getting close to last orders, and a guy came over. He was, fairly young himself. Came over and he said, "Oh, sorry guys, do you mind if I come and sit with you and talk with you?" And we kind of brushed it off. Oh, well, not really. We're kind of having a private discussion. But the guy was pretty persistent, and he said, "I really need someone to talk to." And we're like, "Well, we're having a private discussion." And he's like, "Yeah, but I really need someone to talk to." And he just took a chair and sat down. He was definitely feeling depressed in some way. He felt that he was drinking too much when we were talking with him, and I just felt it was a really brave thing to do, because if you feel like things are unravelling and you're that desperate that you're willing to go and talk to strangers in a pub that you don't even know, and I'm sure that a bit of that is Dutch courage, but when it comes to mental health, the important thing is talking and communicating. That's what I always believe. If you talk about things, they're not as bad. Ultimately, we don't know the guy. I felt, when he left, he felt he had a bit more direction, because we're giving him advice. I don't know whether the advice is good or bad or exactly what, but I know one thing for sure is when he left, he certainly felt that he had a bit more direction and support, and a bit more options. So I mean, we just told him to speak to his family and his loved ones and share how he's feeling. Whether he does or he doesn't, I can't help. I did also say to him, if he ever feels really low, make sure he's aware of the Samaritans, because they're always there. And I kind of wish I would have left him my number, but I didn't. And I don't know if I'd say I regret it, but I wish I did leave him my number, because would have liked to have kept in touch with him and made sure that he was okay. But I think that the big thing is he had someone to talk to that night. I mean, who knows what could have happened? He might have been fine and gone home fine. He might not have. So I guess the thing that I'll leave everyone with is two things. Is number one, I think it's really important, if you are feeling down, depressed, stressed, feel alone, reach out to people that you know would care if you told them. And the second thing is, probably more importantly, is be more open to people who are talking about that. If someone wants to talk about it, don't dismiss it or sideswipe it. Listen to them and just let them tell you how they're feeling. That's really it. So probably only wanted to go on for a couple of minutes, and it's been almost 5 minutes. So I'll let you get on with your day. But really important topic. The biggest killer of men under 45 is depression. So I thought it was really important for me to share with all the dads out there, and obviously with mums and anyone else as well. Cheers guys, bye.